Hello everyone, my name is Tracy Campbell from Art Fibre Stitch. I am a fibre artist or a textile artist. I like playing with all kinds of things, but it always comes back to a few simple stitches that I really think it helps to have as part of your toolkit, shall we say. So what we're just going to look at in this little video is seed stitch and how you can use it in your own embroideries or textile artwork. So what it basically is you come up from underneath and down again. Tiny stitches, normally in different directions, like a scattering of seeds. And I find it so useful. Here I am, and I am using it to actually applique this piece of material down. And I'm going to take some pink thread now, and I'm going to not only applique it down by doing that, but also extend it beyond the edge so that the pink almost travels across through the white and into the blue stitches that I did earlier. I find it's a really useful tool for shading or adding different colors or textures. It really is one of my favorites. So what we've done with the pink is almost blending the two colors together as we travel over towards the blue, making it like it fits. And to show you another example of this, here's a piece of fabric that I had that has got a basic leaf design on it, a few leaves in sort of a watercolor kind of effect. Well, this leaf I'm working on now was predominantly grey, and I'm adding some darker seed stitch to the side there, and I'm trying to get that edge to sort of be darker and look like it's curling back into the background. This will make it more three-dimensional looking. I've also added some lighter areas where I've wanted to add a bit of highlight. It's just like painting with stitch. Almost like when you use cross hatching, if you know what I mean, when you draw and you're adding shading to an area. That's what you're doing here. So now I'm wanting to add a little bit more. You can see in between the two leaves there's a darker one. Well, it's darker now. I've added a lot of blue to it. Blue is a great shading colour, and it has made it disappear into the background. And now the leaf here that I'm working on, I'm doing the same treatment too. I'm adding a bit of blue in there, and I'm making one edge darker so that it looks like it curves towards the back. And that also is making it three-dimensional. I've got a lighter patch of grey on the other side there. I've got some green to make it match in with the rest of it. It's all just coming together. It's quite thick here, but that's okay. You can use a single thread, a double thread, a novelty thread. It's all just good practice. But I think it looks good. So here is another magic example of seed stitch. I've used a little bit of fleece in the background that I've needle felted onto a plain calico, and now the whole thing is going to be done with seed stitch. It will be the leaves in the trees, it will be the trunks of the trees, it will be the clouds in the sky. There you go, you can see I've used some thicker threads, some thinner threads, some longer, some shorter. But it all comes together to create a good whole and shows you the versatility of the stitch. Here's another one, and this one is a felted textile art piece. I've added some there, just starting. I could have added them in a thick white kind of wool, and they might have been sheep in the background. They could be seed heads on wild grasses. It could be flowers. It can be so much. This one here is where I have had some Tyvek that I wanted to add in, and it's very hard to applicate on. Just with the addition of some simple seed stitch, I've managed to adhere it to the background and blend it in at the same time. I think that is a really suitable use for seed stitch. Here's one that I have started to make and haven't quite finished. The wing on the right is yellow with a golden patch, and I've used some lighter colour yellow to make the two blend in at the same time as I'm appliquing that shape on. This next one is one that I sell in my website shop and in my Etsy shop. It is called Poppies, and can you see how we've used a yellow and gold colour seed stitch there just to create a bit of light in the darker red colours and to blend it in with the other yellower colours. This one is Bluebird. I've used some darker gold on his bottom area to give it the third dimension, make it a bit darker down there. And then up here on the wing I have added some blue that travels from the wing and up into his breast. Here's a fabric collage piece. I use seed stitch quite a lot on that too, just to make pieces stay and to make colours travel from one area to another. Very useful. It's the same here. I think that once you start using seed stitch, you'll see its wonderful variety. And like I said, it can be used for so many things. So if you're interested in seeing more stitches and other videos I might do please subscribe to my channel. And my name is Tracy Campbell. Art Fibre Stitch is my business. You can find me on www.artfibrestitch.com or in my Etsy shop, Art Fibre Stitch. So thank you for listening. See you next time.